Hey guys, this is Brittany. This is my response post to all of your posts for Module 1. I want to go ahead and jump in because you guys had a lot of great ideas and comments and really made me look a little bit closer into the social justice issue that we're going to be tackling in this course. So I'm just starting with random order like I always do. Danny, I really loved the way that you really focused in on social justice versus inequality. Um, just the advocating against inequality, because I think a big thing for me, especially in this chapter, the first module, was just really understanding the terms. I think I had a really a hard time as an English major just wanting to understand the term in all of its connotations, because obviously some words can have really negative connotations and then yet are used in kind of neutral ways. And so I really wanted to understand that, especially from a white privilege identity. I definitely wanted to understand as much as I could, since I know with that identity I don't understand as much as I could. And so I felt like you really did a great job touching on that. I really did enjoy your comments with page 16 of the book with people with disabilities. I know just yesterday I met a gentleman that was in a wheelchair. And I started to really talk myself through what are his other identities, what other identities would he maybe identify with, trying to see beyond that disability. Because I know for me as an able-bodied person personally, I've always definitely tried to not pay, so much attention, not to be gawking, but at the same time not to be insensitive to their needs. At one time that came up when I worked with admissions at my current job. We had a school for the blind come and tour, and so we had to definitely make sure that they had all of their needs met for their unique needs for being blind, but you also wanted to treat them as people. So I feel like that was a really important lesson for me to kind of go back to start to evaluate with this course, because I do feel like it's important, especially in higher education. We do have these accommodations for people who have disabilities, but I don't feel like we really start to think about what their needs are as far as education goes, more so than the physical accommodations of the campus, and more of the education wise, what do they need, what kind of special needs would they maybe have in the classroom. So it's really something that I'm interested in looking into in this course, and something that I hope to become more tolerant of, and more tolerant of the terms that are related to it. So I really love that you touched on that. Um, I also really love that you want to focus on transgender identity. I was really hoping that we would have a lot of different diverse identities that we really wanted to look through the social justice project. So I was really, really happy to see that everyone really had a lot of great focuses that they wanted to look into. Teddy, I really appreciated your mention of the government with social justice. As I said in my previous video, I just really appreciated the video that Dr. DeVita put up, with just realizing that the wealth and the society that we live in is not so much the one parent giving so much to one child and not enough to the other children, but really that there are so many parents per se out there that are feeding into the cycle of the social class system that we have in America. So it's not so easy to vilify. You see another side of the argument that I really felt like was, for one of the first times in my personal view, that it was really a strong counterpoint, and which you don't see too much of. So I really appreciated you bringing that up, and the fact that, especially like with the minimum wage, if you raise that, other things are going to be raised as well, because it does bring in a good point of, though there are some definitely things that we can change and we can make better, that we do have to realize that what we're working with isn't always so clear cut. It's not always so black and white of this is wrong and we can fix it right away and there'll be no repercussions. So it's definitely something to keep in mind. I do agree that we shouldn't feel entitled to social justice, as you mentioned, but to be determined and, be aware of the diversity out there, and be willing to take the responsibility upon yourself to be a champion for social justice. I think that's very important for all areas, for all diversity, just like the book mentioned, to really realize not just your identities to be fought for, but for everyone. Because if we live in a society where even one identity is prejudiced against, then we all suffer from that. I really appreciated, Cody, your whole the event that you did with the social justice. I thought that was amazing input into the group. I was really appreciative that you did that and really talked about that. I'm really interested in hearing more about that, especially about the tunnel of awareness. I love that you did the issue on homelessness, sex trafficking, and disability. I'm just really interested in hearing, what the results were from that, what was done, how it was really conducted, and how that was shown, like how people came to appreciate those identities more. So I was really interested in that and felt like it added a whole lot of dimension to our discussion. So I was really appreciative of all that you guys did and contributed to the discussion. I can't wait to hear more from you guys and hope you have a great week.